Hi, my name is Tessa, and I'm a resource room teacher in Michigan. I work in an elementary school, and I have been finally starting to get some projects together. Um, it's April 22nd, Earth Day, happy Earth Day, and obviously it's taken almost the entire school year for me to get some things done, but this is my first year in this building in this district, so I didn't know what to expect for expectations for me and the curriculum and how much time I would really have with my students, or like how much time beyond time needed to teach the curriculum for like other activities and independent tasks and things like that. So now I have a better idea of what I'm able to do. And so I am trying to get some centers ready for next school year. I jumped on the bandwagon, and I've got one of these handy dandy photo box sets, and actually I have two of them. I've had this one since the fall, but I just got another one yesterday actually. And this is my favorite set because it's like the cool colors, like blues and greens, and that's what I try to decorate my room with mostly. So I've got those, and I have purchased on TPT math task box centers and reading ones. And so I kind of wanted to share what I have and see if other people have used those, or if you have some other suggestions too for me. So one of them is what I've got on the front. So I actually put this sheet, which is really handy. It's just kind of like a table of contents, essentially, for what's in the bin. And I put it on the inside of the top of this case. Maybe it would get less, fingers on it, and it would last longer. And I did the same thing for these. I haven't put them all together, but the ones I have, I taped the name of the center or the task inside, and they're all laminated. So I bought 2 sets of math centers from this seller, and I will put a link to it below. I think they're great. I mean, I obviously haven't used them with my students yet, but you get 16 centers in each set, and I only printed and laminated the ones that I know that I could use with my students right now. I could potentially get a lot more students on my caseload next year. I have a list of possible students who will be evaluated next year, but as of now, I just printed the ones that I knew that would be helpful for my students currently. And my plan was actually to have one of these whole bins with the 16 different photo boxes be math, and then the other one be reading. But what I'm finding now as I'm putting everything together is I have more math centers than 16. So I'm going to have one math and reading, and hopefully my reading can all fit within the 16. I might have to buy another one. I'm hoping I don't have to do that though. But we'll see. That'll be stress for another day. So some of them, they all come with these extra numbers. So there's the centers, like subtraction with 10 frames, add 3 numbers, there's graphing, there's money, there's telling time, there's word problems. Covers a lot of different skills, and some of them, they've got these numbers, and it's all Velcroed. And my parrot helped me. Oh my gosh, she's a saint. But then there are other ones, like these, where you could Velcro, but I chose not to. Like, the set came with the numbers for the answers, but I just kept it the white box. So a student could write that in, so they get practice writing their answers as well. Some of them have like this, like a gray spot in the box, and it says Velcro, so you kind of have to put the Velcro on their own so it looks strange to students. But the ones that didn't have that, I decided to just have it open so they can use their own markers. And then, like, this is another one. So this is count by fives. and ends up being strips. And I don't know if you can see, but it's kind of, yeah, it's like a gray circle in there. And I did buy these on Amazon for like $8. It was the cheapest I could find, and they seem to work great. The reading sets that I got are segmenting and blending words, and those all just got laminated today. I'm excited about that. Maybe half of them have been cut. No, less than half. You'd sound it out. So joy, and then you would find the picture that matches. And they all have the same shape, so it's not like there's like different puzzle piece shape. And of course, after the first batch got laminated and cut, I was looking at them. I was like, oh, it would be really smart if I had something on the back saying, you know, what set they're in case they get lost. So I ended up doing that yesterday and today, and like I'm writing little tiny CVCE on like the backs of these. And my hand actually started cramping up yesterday. But I ended up writing it along the black arrow, and on the picture side, I try to find the darkest spot in the picture. So this one, if I had done this ahead of time, I probably would have put it behind her hair, just so that it's harder to see in the light and that kind of thing. And I did do that, and I'm excited. Now all those are laminated. And actually, I'm going to be moving rooms in the fall. All the classrooms are getting air conditioning, which is great. But then also there'll be other updates, but they're not all happening this summer. So like last summer, a few of the buildings got their AC. This summer, my building's going to get AC, but we're not getting new flooring this summer. We will be getting new lighting. But the flooring will be sometime in the future, and the new furniture will be sometime in the future. So it would be great if it was all together, but I'll take what I can get. So anyway, we have a handful of new teachers and staff, and the fact that we all have to kind of pack up most of our rooms anyway for the bond, my principal decided, well, we should just like switch some of the staff. And so I'm getting moved, which I'm happy about because my room is big, but it's just wonky. Like where my desk is, my teacher area with the phone and my computer, it's on the like opposite side of the room as my big whiteboard with a projector. I can't easily use technology in my lessons because I want to be sitting with my students, and I can't do that because we don't even have even if I had a Chromebook next to me at my small group table, the cord would have to go across the room over to my teacher desk area to connect to the internet, and it's just like it's a pain. So my next room will be a traditional layout where I can just have in the front of the room my desk, my small group table, projector, everything. Because last school year at my previous district, I created to-do slides, like to-do lists for each of my blocks every day. We also had an awesome bond pass, so that was nice, and all the rooms got big TVs, and I could just use Chromecast to connect to the TV, and I could have my to-do lists and, check them off as we go through them, and it was just nice. It was just really nice. And then for my groups, I used phonics for reading, and I showed slides. I made slides for all my lessons, and it made it a little more engaging, a little more fun for the students because they weren't just looking at the book all the time, we were looking up on the screen too. So I'd like to do that again with my groups this year or in my new school, but I haven't been really motivated to prep a lot of slides because I haven't been able to use it because of the way my room is set up. So I'm gonna miss the big room. I'm gonna miss all the storage. There's tons of storage in here. But my new room will be more centrally located, which is nice because I work with students K through 5, so it'll be much easier for them to get to me. Whereas right now I'm like on the opposite end of the upper L area, which is what most of my students are. I'll be on the other side of the building, so the sun will be coming in. I'll have direct sun, which is great because I want to have more plants in my room next year. I've got a couple succulents you can kind of see up there and some others over there, but it's not great for plants because it's not direct sunlight. But also I'll be right near the office. I'll be closer to the bathrooms, so students won't have to walk all the way down the hallway to go to the bathroom. And so anyway, there's always, pros and cons to everything, but I'm excited for it. But that also means I need to pack everything. Like, I can't just, pack things into my cabinets. Like, most of the staff, I have to actually literally pick everything I have and move it to the other room. And that part's frustrating because I had just done that for the bond at the previous district. And then I just did it again because I'm new here, so I moved all my things and I had to prepare my room and stuff this summer, so I have to do it again. But it's all for good, so that's okay. I'm more excited than upset about it, so that's good. There's a lot to do. Like I said, it's April 22nd, and this last marking period always flies by. I'm hoping I'll be able to pack up and have everything ready and be out. We need to be done by the last day of school. It's a half day for students, but staff need to be out by 3 or 4 o'clock. And I'm a procrastinator, and I am a pack rat. In special ed, it's hard because you never know what students you're going to have, I might not have anyone this year who needs letter identification skills. Next year I might. I don't like getting rid of things unless I know for sure I don't need it or don't want it, which means I end up saving a lot of things. So it's hard to throw things away. I will say something I think is amazing, a brilliant idea that my school is doing is we're going to have a yard sale at the end of the year. And so we're teachers are tossing things they don't need, but also we're making piles, storing items that we could resell. It could be instructional materials or storage items or books. A lot of teachers are getting rid of books. Games, flashcards, toys, just tons of stuff. So I think that's a really cool idea because then we could maybe get some donations and help our students and support and fund some other things next school year. So yeah, I don't know, I just thought I'd share my excitement in actually starting to get through these projects for these centers. And like I said, I will post below the names of the sellers for the math centers and the reading centers. The math centers is Mrs. Moe's Modifications, and the reading centers, there's another reading center I forgot about. These blending cards are from my nerdy teacher, and these that I forgot to show you are from Crystal McGinnis. So these, I just have this one packet, but over in my work area, there's a ton more. Like I said, there's CVC words for all vowels, there's CVCE sets, there's beginning digraphs, end digraphs, vowel teams. There's just a ton. And so it's really cool that it covers so much. And this is really cool because it's just digraph practice, and you get 6 cards for each digraph. So there's the SH, CH, TH, and WH. And then there's pictures. So you could put this in a pocket chart and just have like a lesson about it, or you could just have them in independent task boxes. So we've got whale, wheat, whisker, shirt, ship. So just lots of different pictures. Chest, chin. So that's really cool little task that I thought would be super helpful for some of my students. And then real quick, today, like I said, is Earth Day. It's hard to find the time to fit in like little activities that are outside of the curriculum, the district approved curriculum that I have to teach. So I try. And I mean, honestly, if we're working on vowel teams and we work on something, we read a passage that's full of words with vowel teams, like that makes sense, it worked. I had some sunflower seed packets and I made a sheet. So I made a copy of the front and the back of the packet, the seed packet, so they could have all that information. And so we read through it together. And then I had some questions. So I just had 7 questions. Most of them are multiple choice. And the idea was that we would read through it together. They would answer the questions independently. And it would be good practice for MSTEP because it's testing season. Everyone loves that. So it's really good for reading practice for the ELA MSTEP as well as math, because you're going to use tables and graphs to find data in the math MSTEP, as well as like science and social studies. I just figured it'd be something fun, something different. And then we planted our own little seeds in a little cup. So some kids brought it home today. Some kids wanted to leave it here till it got warmer. It's raining right now, which stinks because I'd like to go for a walk. Usually what I do is I go for a walk around the neighborhood or at a park and I pick up trash on Earth Day. So we'll see what the weather looks like for that. And I've got 2 little kids at home, so they're not really going to walk around picking up trash in the rain. But we'll see. We'll think of something. But anyway, just something quick to share with you, and I hope you have a great whatever it is you're having. By the time I get this up, it probably won't be Earth Day anymore, and hopefully I will see you in another video. Thanks so much for watching.